You're watching Artist on Record, your ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. In the hot seat, legendary bassist Bob Daisley. We're going to talk about his time with Ozzy Osbourne and the Blizzard of Ozz band. Make sure you check out his book for fact's sakes. Links are in our description down below or click right above here. Now, welcome Bob to the show. What were the tunes when you jammed with Ozzy and met him for the first time? What did you
Yeah.
jam on? Sabbath songs or what was it?
To be honest with you, I can't even remember. It wasn't any particular songs or anything. It was just a bit of a sort of I don't know. It was just somebody probably I started playing a riff or the guitarist started playing a riff, drummer joined in, Ozzy started singing just anything over it, and we thought, well, it feels good, and I liked his voice. He played a little bit of harmonica, and I thought, well, that's good too.
Yeah.
But I liked his approach, and I liked the personal feeling. He and I got on very well together, and we became good friends.
Because of that, from that point, Ozzy, the only band he played with was Sabbath. That was it, huh?
Yes.
Before?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, he was, as he described it, he said it was like going through. He'd been with Sabbath for 11 years, and when it was all over, he said he described it as he felt like he was going through a divorce. He was like, really hurt, and he was hurting at the time, and he was drinking a lot and smoking pot and getting out of it, and I was trying to, I don't know, help him, guide him, be there for him, sort of thing, and I used to get him out jogging with me and try to dissuade him from drinking during the daytime and that sort of thing, just to make it more sort of productive rather than giving in to, I felt for the guy, he was going through hell because of,
Yeah.
he's lost his band. But at the same time, once Ozzy and Randy and I started working together, I thought, there's something special about this. Yeah, we auditioned lots and lots of drummers, let me tell you. Some of them were, great drummers, and some of them were really nice guys, but there wasn't that guy that really sort of here he is, the final piece of the puzzle, the spark, the missing link. Until the very last guy we had to audition was Lee Kerslake, and he
Wow.
came down to Shepperton Film Studios, and the first song we did, I think the Jet Records office had sent him a tape of rough ideas that we had for songs, and so he was familiar with a few of what we'd written and what we were doing. And the first one we did was I Don't Know, which was the first track on the Blizzard of Ozz album. And as soon as he started playing, Randy and I looked at each other with, like, oh, here's the guy, this is the guy.
Lee really got the shit end of the stick, man. I mean, he really did. He didn't get his thank you at a record till later in life, till it was almost the end of the movie for him.
Would come in and go, and he sings.
Yeah, he sang.
He did more than just play drums. He contributed a lot.
You were the full package.
There should be another 12 to 14 from Ozzy. Sharon kept them, or she's kept them, and isn't going to give them to me.
He went bankrupt. He lost his house.
It was really sad.
Yes. Yeah. I always thought I felt for the poor guy, and there was nothing that I could do, because for him to receive his gold and platinum albums for those two records meant so much to him, and he never had them all those years, and I always felt for him.
I mean, he must have held on to that hurt. I mean, the years just being like, man, I really got the shit end of the stick. I remember meeting him in London at a Kiss show, backstage, and he just got his records. He didn't know me. I'm a stranger. He didn't even know I was friends with Eric. I think maybe I told him, oh, I'm friends with Eric, and he didn't know close. But here he is, telling a complete stranger, and he was so thrilled, like he just found all this gold, and he finally about getting the records. He was telling a complete stranger, and it meant a lot to him, for you to.
Oh, of course it did. Yeah, it meant an awful lot to him. And
Yeah.
you talking about him talking to you, he was very approachable, very down to earth. There's lots of recollections that I have of us just chatting to fans and that, after shows or record shops when we used to do in what they used to call in-store appearances, where you'd sign albums, and people, but they were doing a lot of those on that first UK tour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely had a certain sound to him, a certain swing. I mean, and
Oh, he did. He had such great groove, great feel, power, all that. He was ideal for the band. He was. It was kind of like a similar sort of approach as John Bonham, which was ideal for our sort of music.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that can't be taught. I mean, you could learn it, but
No,
it's
no,
inside.
that's
Certain
right.
people have a
That's right.
certain.
Yes. That's your heart expression. And
You
can't-
got
that's
your
something you
Ringos. You
can't
got
teach
yeah.
someone else. Yeah, you can't teach someone else that, and you can't learn it. It's either there or
No,
it isn't.
it's there, and even the mistakes are even what makes it even better. There's certain stuff.
And not only am I getting the award for metal history, but also the 2 platinum albums, 7 platinums from Ozzy. There's 4 in one, 3 in another in the big frame. And it's all because I sent a heartfelt letter to him to tell him that I was dying. And he's not doing well. I don't know if he's dying, but he's not doing very well. And so they got it organized, and it's done. And I'm so proud.
That's all we have time for today, but if you want to see this episode right now unedited, join our members only club. Experience the VIP treatment right here on Artist on Record. In the meantime, make sure you post your comments down below. Let's start a group chat about this episode and all our other episodes. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified so you don't miss any future episodes coming your way. Until then, everybody, remember, who loves you, baby? We do. We always appreciate you stopping by.